guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve a glowing skin and makeup look. I am partnering up with GLAMGLOW on this video. They are sponsoring this, so thank you so much GLAMGLOW for partnering up with me on this. I am obsessed with GLAMGLOW products. I have been for a while now. I was really excited when they reached out to me, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to show you how to achieve some glowing skin for the winter time, as well as this glowing makeup look that you could wear to like a holiday party or something like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into it. So this morning when I took a shower, I did wash my face while I was in there. I just like washing my face while I'm in the shower because it's just easier for me. So it's been about an hour and my face is completely dry. So now I'm gonna go in with the GLAMGLOW Flash Mud Brightening Treatment. This is going to give me instantly visibly looking brighter and sexier and just healthier looking skin. It makes it really, really smooth, and it's going to exfoliate and get rid of all of the dead skin off of my face. So you do want to apply this directly onto your dry skin. The Flash Mud has pre-exfoliating particles inside of it, and this will smooth the skin and help all of the ingredients absorb better. I apply it in circular motions, and I can choose a light, medium, or a firm pressure depending on how I want it to feel on my skin. So now that the mask is evenly distributed all over my face, I will leave it on for 20 minutes. Sometimes I just grab my phone and just set a timer for 20 minutes just to remind me when to take it off. And then for best results, you want to use it 3 days in a row and then use it 2 to 3 times in a week to maintain your results. And let me tell you, instantly your face will look brighter and just more illuminating and just fresh and smooth, and my makeup has applied so much better with this. I'm not even kidding, it's amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit. I'm gonna answer some emails, maybe touch up my nails a little bit, and I'll be back to rinse it off. Now that it's been a little over 20 minutes, I'm just gonna go in with some water and rinse this off. Again, I do circular motions, and this is where you're really going to feel the exfoliation and just feel all of the dead skin coming off of your face. It feels so good and refreshing, and that's why I love using this mask in the morning, because it just like really refreshes my face and feels so good to start the day. You could use it at night if you want, but my favorite way to use it is right away in the morning to start my day and just wake up feeling refreshed and exfoliated. I'm gonna go in with the rest of my face products. This is the Percone Cold Plasma. This is like a serum that is going to firm and hydrate my face. And then I'm gonna go in with the Cold Plasma Eye Cream. This helps with dark circles and with firmness. And then for moisturizer, I'm gonna use my favorite moisturizer. This is the Alpha Skincare Essential Renewal Lotion. It has 10% glycolic AHA. And with all of the face products that I use today, you definitely need to follow up with a sunscreen. This one that I'm using is from Cover FX. It is the Clear Cover Invisible Sunscreen. It has an SPF 30 in it. I really love the way that this makes my skin feel. It is almost like a serum gel consistency. It's very, very smooth and comfortable on the face. And I also love the way that this smells. I love the way that all of these products smell. I'm like weird about that. So the weather here in Chicago has changed dramatically. It is going down to 0 degrees. It's really, really cold. So I really want to hydrate. Now with all the products that I just used, I am gonna be really hydrated, but I'm gonna go in with a hydrating primer as well, which if you watch my videos, you're probably like, what? Because my skin is normally really oily, but when the weather changes like this, my skin changes. So I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. This is the Skin Equalizer, they're called, but this hydrating one is amazing. It's one of the most hydrating primers on the market, I believe. Now for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Vanish Foundation. This is in the shade Shell, and I'm just going to apply these stripes first. And now I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender sponge and just blend this out. This is a very just like natural looking foundation. It's so beautiful on the skin. I think that all skin types would like this foundation, because while my skin has been a little bit more dry recently, it looks good on my skin. And when my skin was more oily, it looked good on my skin. So I think just use the certain primers and the certain skin prep depending on your skin type with this foundation. So if you are more oily, make sure you set it with a mattifying powder. And if it's more dry, you probably don't have to. Now to conceal my under eye circles, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the color Light. This doe foot applicator is freaking ginormous, look at that. So I'm gonna put this right under here, like that. That should be enough because this is very full coverage. I wanna look a little bit more glowy and luminous today, so I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi highlighter. This is in the color Light, and I'm going to put that on the chin, the forehead, and the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit in here to brighten and bring more light and radiance to the face. Going back in with my beauty blender, and I'm gonna blend that in. Doing under here, and then I'm also bringing this over the eyelids as well. This is going to get rid of any discoloration and help prime for eyeshadow. If you don't have very oily eyelids, you could just use this, but mine can get pretty oily, so I also go in with a primer later. Next, I'm gonna use an oldie but a goodie, but this is the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. I'm in the shade Fairly Light, and I'm taking, it doesn't really matter what brush, I'm just using a tapered highlighter brush from Sigma, and I'm gonna buff this into the cap or the lid of my container. And then I'm just going to buff this over the skin. This is gonna set the makeup so that when I go in with any powder products, they will go on very smoothly, but it's not going to mattify my face too much. The original formula of this foundation gives a very nice, beautiful glow to the skin, and you could definitely use it without a regular foundation underneath it. You could use it on its own. If you want a full video on that, let me know, because I used to work for Bare Minerals back in the day. Yeah, if you wanna see that video, let me know. I'm going to bronze up my face. I'm using the Give Me Sun bronzer from MAC, which I shattered. I drop everything all the time and I always break my stuff. I'm so annoying. And I'm just going to apply that with my Real Techniques blush brush. I'm going to contour my cheeks using the Bad Habit contour powder from Makeup Geek, and I'm using the NARS Ita brush to do this. For my highlight, I want to go in with something that is very glowing and just super highlighty because I want to look very glowing. This is the Makeup Geek Luster highlighter. It is a very beautiful wet looking highlight, and it has a pinkish nude undertone, so it's very, very beautiful. And I'm just applying this with the Real Techniques setting brush. And then for blush, I want to go in with something that's very pink with a little bit of a sheen to it. This is the Flower Child blush from Becca, and I'm going to be applying that with the Smith 112 brush. Okay, and now we can move on to the eye area. I'm really quickly going to apply the NYX eyebrow marker to my freckle here. It gets covered up with concealer, so I like to touch it up so you can see it because I like the way it looks when it's there. For my eyebrows today, I'm going to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. It's my favorite brow pencil. This is in the shade number 3. And I usually do this before everything else, but today I'm going a little out of order. I wanted to do the face first, so that's why I'm doing it in this order. And then I'm just going to go in with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel and set these in place. Just like that. I was doing soap brows for a while, but I noticed that I would get like residue on my brows after a while, and I just wasn't a fan of the look. So I do like a fuller looking bushier brow, but yeah, I kind of took a break from doing soap brows because it would look really gunky after a while. I'm gonna go in with the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC and prime my eyes. I am going to trace out that underside of the brow just so that it looks really clean, and then prime the rest of it normally. So I really want this to look really soft and glowing. So I'm gonna go into my favorite shadows here. I'm gonna take Frappe here from Makeup Geek on an E40 brush from Sigma, and I'm very lightly going to put this in the crease. This is a little bit darker of a shade than I would normally use, but I'm just making sure that I use it with a very light hand, and the main pressure point on my brush is focused towards the back so that I don't apply too much. So I'm doing little circular motions and then back and forth windshield wiper motions, both at the same time. I'm gonna use a little bit of a deeper shade. This is Latte from Makeup Geek, and I'm gonna use the 232 brush from Smith. Put this on the outer part of that eye area. and then feather it inwards like so. Now I'm gonna take that luster highlighter from Makeup Geek that we used on the cheekbones, and I'm gonna put it on my brow bone, lid, and inner corner. So just putting this right here. It's gonna look really bright and glowy and just beautiful. Put it right up here and in here. Now I am going to be applying some false lashes, but I want the band to not be noticeable. So to do that, I'm just going to take a really short shader brush like this and this rich chocolate color here. This is Americano from Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to smudge this really closely to the lash line, just in here. And this is going to help mask it so that you don't see it as much. And then in the outer corner, I think I'm going to flick it upwards to give me a little bit more color over here. And I'm just blending that out. And now I'm just going to carry those warm shades down on the bottom lash line, focusing them over here in the outer part. Right over here. And then just go in with your fluffy brush and buff that out. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara and just apply a thin layer to the top. I'm going to apply some false lashes, though it doesn't really matter how much you apply, just as long as you have a nice base. I went ahead and applied these new lashes from Huda Beauty. They're in the style Samantha No. 7. They are definitely very like wispy, and they remind me a lot of the Ardell lashes actually. I don't know how I feel about them. They're definitely different than what I usually wear. But now that I've got those applied, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some bottom lash mascara to balance it out. I like to apply a ton. For my lips, I am outlining and filling them in with Subculture lip liner from MAC. And then I'm gonna go in with an oldie but a goodie lipstick from MAC. This is Angel. It's like a light pinky nude shade. I haven't used this in forever, but I thought it would go perfectly with this. And then I'm going to top that off with Chelsea Girls lip gloss from NARS. So I just went ahead and did my hair really quick, and I was looking at the look and I decided that it just needed a little bit more something. So I grabbed this eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It is called Space Cowboy. It is like a pressed eyeshadow with super glitter in it, and I love applying this with my fingers. So I'm just gonna put my finger right here in the shadow, and I'm just gonna press it into the lid to give a little bit of sparkle. There we go, and I think that just like really emphasizes it and makes it look really glamorous and beautiful. All right, so that is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, thumbs it up and tag me on Instagram if you end up wearing this to some sort of holiday party or something like that. Thank you so much to GLAMGLOW for partnering with me on this video. I love GLAMGLOW products. I have for a while, and especially recently, I've been trying so many different kinds and customizing my skincare routine depending on which mask I'm using, but so far this Flash Mud Brightening treatment has been something that has been a go-to for me in the mornings, especially during the winter time. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!